this came out of the blue just a few weeks ago. What do you think lies behind this? Because whatever we're up to now in the United Kingdom, 114 is rather a lot of children with hepatitis.
Yes, absolutely, Mark. And it is worrying. I mean, I think it's particularly obviously worrying if you were the parent of one of these children, because it clearly is a serious infection with this much higher than expected risk for going on to liver transplant. But I wouldn't want the majority of parents to be hugely worried, because although the rate has gone up enormously, hepatitis in childhood is rare. So we're talking about more than rare. So it's still rare. It's just, instead of being very rare, it's just rare. So we've had 100 cases in a population of 5 million under fives. But it still means one has to look at why. And the UK HSA's suggestion that this is about so-called immune debt, the fact that for the first 2 years of the lockdown, these young children who are very much at the beginning of their own immune career, let's say, have not been exposed to the sort of germs all around that they would have been, that helps develop their own immune systems. I mean, I think there's still quite a question mark as to precisely the cause of it. The most likely contender is an adenovirus, which is a common virus. And, normally in small children, it gives them a snuffly nose, maybe a sticky eye, some glands in the neck, but it doesn't give them hepatitis. It is linked to hepatitis in adults with immune deficiency, for example, post-transplant patients, people on chemo might get this.
Right.
But for children, it's very odd for adenovirus to do that. So the worry was that maybe this is an adenovirus new variant, which is much more severe. But that doesn't seem to be the case, because if that were the case, this hepatitis would be across all age ranges. There's clearly a lot more adenovirus around at the moment than usual, about 3 or 4 times as many cases per week. But what's different is not that, but the fact that these under fives are getting this much more severe version of it. Maybe there's a genetic link. They're looking for any other cause, such as a poison, or, obviously the worry was, could this have been vaccine related? But this is an age group that haven't been vaccinated, so it seems extremely unlikely that this is vaccine related. Or COVID related. But again, the incidence of COVID in these kids seems to be no higher than in the general population. Obviously, if you test every child going into hospital, some of them will be positive.